We're in the end game now. Let's preview Group E. It's a triple S threat. It's Spain, Sweden, Slovakia, and Poland. You know the drill by now. Make sure to like the video. That makes me very happy. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. That makes me very happy. Make sure to share the video with someone else you think would enjoy it if you are already subscribed, because that'll make me happy. Let's start with Spain, who are obviously the strongest team in this group. Now, Spain have had plenty of poor tournament performances since they won Euro 2012. But this Spain team looks very different, looks very fresh and exciting. They're managed by ex-Barcelona manager Luis Enrique, and there are some notable absentees in this Spain squad, whether from injury, retirement, or just not being picked. No Real Madrid players have been picked, for example, so there's no Ramos, there's no Nacho, there's no Asensio, there's no Isco. And Carvajal, who you would expect to have been picked, is injured. There's no Diego Costa, and of course Iniesta and Piqué have both retired from international football. And I think that's a good thing, to be honest. Like, this Spain squad did need a refresh. That's not to say it's a total reset by any means. You've still got Jordi Alba, you've still got Sergio Busquets, and you've also got Morata, who, despite never truly convincing, will be expected to lead the line. But I am very excited to see the fresh elements of this Spain side, including the Man City trio of Ferran Torres, Rodri, and the newly nationalised Laporte. Even without Ramos and Piqué, Spain aren't short for options at the back, and I do expect one of Eric Garcia or Pau Torres to partner Laporte at centre-half. And it will be fascinating to see if Spain do come up against France, to see what happens with the whole Laporte being French, becoming Spanish situation. There are other storylines as well. Thiago, for example, has never had a chance to truly shine at an international tournament for Spain. It's pretty tricky to do that when you've got, Iniesta and David Silva and Fabregas ahead of you. So Thiago alongside Koke and then one of Busquets and Rodri will have a lot to prove in midfield. And it might surprise you to learn that David De Gea will almost definitely not be starting for Spain, because Athletic Bilbao's Simon is the preferred shot stopper. They've got a very strong squad, and I am going to predict Spain to finish top of the group with 3 wins. Moving on to Sweden, no Zlatan, no party. Unfortunately, Ibra came out of retirement only to be injured a month before the competition was due to start. It doesn't matter he's 39 at all. He's done absolute bits for Milan this season. He's scored 15 league goals for them, and he's helped them to their best league finish since 2012. And without Zlatan in the side, Sweden do lack a bit of clinical output up top. Much of the goal scoring responsibility is going to fall on the shoulders of the young Real Sociedad striker Alexander Isak, but with the support of Leipzig's Forsberg and Manchester United's Lindelof at centre-half, Sweden have a decent chance of qualifying from this very competitive group. Not that I think they'll go far even if they do qualify. Poland, the only nation in this group whose name does not begin with an S, are up next, and you really can't underestimate them when they've got one of the best strikers in the world in their side. Lewandowski's had another remarkable season for Bayern. Not only did he break Gerd Muller's Bundesliga record goal tally of 40 goals, Lewandowski's 41 league goals earned him the European Golden Shoe Award for the first time in his career. The best FIFA men's player will primarily be supported by Napoli's Zielinski, but with 2 excellent goalkeepers, Poland are in a very similar situation to Scotland. And what I mean by that is that their quality is focused on very particular positions that aren't really helpful for the whole squad dynamic. They did perform well against the shaky England in the recent World Cup qualifiers, and that was actually without Lewandowski, but I do foresee that disparity in quality being the downfall of Poland. I do think they have enough to finish second in the group, however. Slovakia finish off this challenging group. As always, the man to watch for Slovakia is Mr. Mohawk himself, Hamsik. He's no longer at the peak of his powers at the age of 33 and playing in the Chinese Super League, but he's still got a bit of magic in him. And Slovakia are far from a one-man team, with Newcastle United's Dubravka in goal, and with the protection of one of Europe's most valuable defenders, Milan Skriniar. Slovakia aren't here just to make up the numbers. That being said, I do think they'll finish bottom. They arrived at the Euros via the playoffs, only being able to beat the Republic of Ireland on penalties, and then having to rely on a 110th minute winner against Northern Ireland. So that's Group E. It's very competitive. It's going to be very interesting to see how Spain perform. I do think Spain will get to at least the quarterfinals. I'm not sure the other 3 teams are going to do too much at this Euros. Next up is Group F, which is the group of death, so stay tuned for that. And if you haven't done already, I'm going to say it again: like, subscribe, join our live streams, share the channel with people who you think may like it, even share the channel with people who you think might not even like it at all. I don't really care, just share it with everyone. And I will see you next time. Have a good day.